They say that I'm wrong for wanting things on me, but the ones that say I can't got their own armies. They leave the house and follow a black suit, hop in a black whip. They all carrying black shit, half metal and half polymer. Probably guess it all boils down to technicalities. Cosby, they get to walk free. I gotta pay to run, put a hoodie on, I end up on the wrong side of one. Do the gun smoke, can't see it through the body cam. Heard a shell drops faster than a body can. Damn, that's some real shit. But you know they gon' spin it as soon as the news hit. Be a lamb, probably march for the kid. They go take the funds and buy another crib. Follow the money and you'll find the truth. Get close to the honey, you get stung with proof. So don't get mad at me when a tragedy gradually moves on casually. The emperor doesn't have any clothes on. So nah, I ain't bowing to the majesty. And don't tell me what I need or don't. Cops showing up in time, either will or won't, so give me mine. I don't see you on the front line, even if you are, trust me when it's crunch time. Self-defense is principle, man, okay, don't arm the principal, man. Afford a couple grand a year, your kid's safe. If not, couple grand buys a burial place. So now, what is fair or not? I love things, but I hate seeing kids get popped. But remember when the world shut down a few years ago and you said my crib was where you wanna go? I said, yo, hold up before you show up. Remember you hated the POTUS for saying I have the right to hold us? What happened? Toilet paper wasn't saving your life? Okay, pull up. Just don't do it at night, cause I stay on ready. Yeah, the burden's heavy, but I refuse to crack like a New Orleans levee under the pressure. We all see the evil, what's the lesser? With all that said, I'm buying more for good measure. Something like AWOL podcast, you know what I mean? You already know what it is. We back out here. Something light. I love y'all. This is gonna be a heavy one, right? Got my coffee, you already know. Yeah. Before I go any further, hit that subscribe button for the kid. Hit the like button. Hit the dislike button. Leave a comment. You already got all the contact info for the social media. Email for a longer discussion if you want to leave a comment. The awolpod@gmail.com. We could discuss this. I love all y'all. And I just want to say that so we can start off with love. That's the premise of everything in life. Love. Now. There has been a lot of things going on in life and in this world, but recently there has been a lot of controversy and talk about 2A, Second Amendment, the right to bear arms, right? And I definitely understand where everybody coming from. You feel me? But I want to, you know how I always do. I give a disclaimer in case this is your first time rocking with me. Pardon me. I like leaving disclaimers so you know what it is. I'm not a firearms instructor. I don't believe in any political party, left or right. I don't belong to either or. I don't have a don't tread on me flag. I did not put a black square on my Instagram photo. You feel me? I ain't falling for the hype on either side. I'm a human. I'm a original B-boy hip-hop head. I'm an 80s baby. Laying it down. I will be playing devil's advocate on this a lot. And if you're sensitive to it, I'm sorry. If I offend you, I'm sorry. That's not the mission. But I'm speaking freely here. That's what I do. If they cancel me, they cancel me. I don't give a shit. Right? Now, where do we go as a society with firearms? Where do we go in society with our children? Where do we go in society with the people who make the rules up on either side of those things, who don't live our lives, but yet they tell us what to do? The ones that say I can't got their own armies. They leave the house and follow a black suit, then hop in a black whip. They all carrying black shit, half metal and half polymer, probably. I guess it all boils down to technicalities. Cosby, they get to walk free. I gotta pay to run, put a hoodie on, I end up on the wrong side of one. See? It's a lot here. It's a lot to break down. Go back. That verse is, but meanwhile, I did that verse just for this episode. That verse is brand new. I wrote a couple bars before I even came in here. I rearranged, I walked in the stew, and I said, oh shit, look, the door's open. You know what? I don't give a shit. You know why?
Today, and we will leave you with.
This is where I'm at with it. This is how I do it.
Can't do it. Okay. We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Yeah, shout out to my homie Bill O'Reilly. My man lost this shit. Anyway, that's how you know the door's open. This is live, baby. Anyway, I wrote a couple of bars before I walked in here. Damn, I can't believe I left the door open. Right? So this shit fresh. So I wrote that verse just for this. Right? And you heard the disclaimer. Now, I got a couple things here. First of all, I want to start off by saying rest in peace to everybody that lost their lives in Buffalo, Texas, previous incidents. Any loss of life is sad. I don't care. It's worse when they're young because they're innocent. That could have been the next doctor, the next lawyer. That is heart-wrenching. I see my homies' kids play, and they're innocent. And I'm like, oh, man. So rest in peace. But then, the ones in Buffalo, some of them were older. Do their lives hold any less weight as far as importance? I don't think so. Maybe. See? I don't know. Shooting the shit. No pun intended. That was bad. I'm just talking my shit because an older person has wisdom. They could have taught a young person not to do something wild or just whatever, right? But rest in peace to everybody that lost their life, and also the family members that are left still here dealing with that pain. It wasn't like it was old age or something else. It was just a life was taken abruptly, and it's not good. It is not good. I need everybody, all my two-way people, to understand that it is not good. It is not a good time for them. And we have to recognize their pain and go, yeah, we all got to come to the table here. We have to come to the table here and make sense of a lot of stuff. With that being said, two-way, Second Amendment is a right. We can argue back and forth on what the meaning of the Second Amendment was when they wrote it. They didn't think we was out here holding tanks and nuclear missiles and all that when they wrote it. But, hey, they wrote it. Same thing with the First Amendment, freedom of speech. That's why I can do this. People have to recognize, if you give up, I forgot who said it, a person who gives up their right for freedom, their right of freedom for safety, shall have neither. I forgot, was it Roosevelt? I forgot who said it. But yeah, so we have to protect our rights. It's the principle, man. Like I said in the verse. Because this is the problem when it comes to Second Amendment. People go, let's have gun reform. And I go, okay, cool, no worries. Firearms, let's say a pistol Glock comes 17 rounds. They go, that's too many, you get 15. We go, okay, cool. All right, fuck it. 15 it is in Jersey. Then they go, you know what? 10 rounds. We argue, and then they go, you guys don't cherish life. First it was 17. We agreed to 15. Now you want 10, and I argue back against that, and you go, why do you need more than that? See? So we go, okay, 10. You promise? 10 is the limit. You're not going to go any more than that. 10. Yeah, 10. They're going to come back and go 5. That is a problem. People don't want to once you give up a right or any power in any country, it doesn't matter where you at. Once you give up that power, the people in power, once you give up your rights, the people in power will never give you those rights back. Study your history. You will never get those rights back. It is a wrap for them. So we have to cherish them. I understand when people feel bad because a life was taken. This conversation and this subject is really nuanced. It takes time. It takes hours of reasonable debate, of back and forth without judgment, playing devil's advocate, standing in the other person's shoes, studying history. We can't just say ban all firearms and ban this one or ban that one. They're like, why does anybody need an AR? To them, that's what they say. To me, I'm like, that's not, you might have a point. Why do I need an AR? I, playing devil's advocate against 2A, can go, yeah, you're right. Why do I need that? Why do I need that rifle? Right? But this is the problem. If I concede to that idea and I go, okay, I don't want that, you're right, you're going to come back next event, next whoever's in office and go, you know what? You're not even allowed to have a shotgun. I'm like, what the fuck? All right, I concede to that. By the time you know it, I am allowed to have a slingshot. And that is my self-defense. And like I said, don't tell me what I need or don't. Cops showing up in time either will or won't, so give me mine. When the pandemic hit and everybody was in their crib, oh, I'm going to your house. Oh, before this pandemic hit, I was the extra dude. Why you gotta have all that? Oh, but when your food, clothes, shelter, and the safety of your family was in jeopardy, what happened? You hit me up and said, if it all goes down, I'm going to your crib. Oh, now I'm the sane one? This is what I'm saying. Anything could get flipped instantly. So, people don't want to budge on the right to bear arms, keep arms, and restrictions. Because you give an inch, they want a mile. My homie K said, get someone a hand and they'll want the arm. It never ends. It never ends. And then we are an armless society. And everybody wants to point to Australia. Look, they took away their firearms after that shooting, and there hasn't been one since. Those same people, when the pandemic hit, were the ones telling me I'm going to your crib. Okay, cool. Let's look back at Australia. When the pandemic hit, I'm not even going to tell you. Go Google their restrictions. Go check how their lockdowns were when you couldn't leave your crib. You know why? Because it's an unarmed society. There's no repercussions. There's no consequences for anything. China, North Korea. Shall I continue? There's a reason. But the forefathers made that Second Amendment. Granted, they were probably evil. But I'm not debating everything. I'm debating pure law, facts, whatever. And I'm not a lawyer, like I said. I don't lean left. I don't lean right. I lean to humanity, right? And to a certain extent myself. And I don't have kids. So I shall say that too. I don't have kids. So I don't know, right, what a parent feels like. I have to admit that. But see, I understand that as well. Like I said, gun reform and common sense laws, that's cool. Let's figure that out. But we start off with, let's just make common sense laws till y'all motherfuckers get paper airplanes with firecrackers on them, and that's your self-defense. What the because y'all kept pushing it and pushing it and pushing it until we got nothing. And then we Australia. And then the next thing hit, we locked down, and they go, you can leave your house Monday through Friday, 7 to 8, depending on the initial of your last name, is the hours you get to go to the grocery store. If we catch you outside, it's a problem. We're going to put you in camps if you don't got a vaccine and this and that. Oh, but people don't think about that. NFAC, Grandmaster J, Black Militia Group. I don't really care for militia groups either way, white, black, Puerto Rican, whatever. Do what you do. Hey, y'all doing that. But I'm not going to lie, it was a beautiful sight to see a bunch of black people, men, women, all ages, dressed in all black, carrying black guns. Felt amazing, fighting for their people. That's America. This is America. Yeah. Right or wrong? White people, they got militia groups. Hey, they barely make the news. Black people make a militia group. They don't make the news because they don't want to show it. Not because they don't give a fuck. They just don't want to show it. Either one of them. I don't care. Whatever side they believe in, if they go extra, they have to deal with the consequences. I'm not out there. I'm not doing all that. I'm doing what I got to do for me and mine and my family and my peoples. They might be picking up arms and marching, but I might be reading books. I might be teaching a young person something. That might be my revolution. I used to be real militant in my head until my medicine woman put me up on a little bit more love and a little bit more peace. Because it was too militant. It was too crazy. Like, as far as wasn't pot, it was just that can't, where the love at? Where the love go? And now if you go on that matter where the love is, you kind of get a little bit more peaceful. So maybe my revolution is in books and economic status. You can't just be all ready for war. There's got to be a mixture of everything. Right? So, I'm sorry if I'm ranting. This is off the top. I'm telling you. Other than the verse, this shit is off the top, and the verse was fresh. But that's the problem. People don't want to give up their rights, and people don't want to concede to any idea of reform. Because when we do concede, it goes from here to here. And they want too much. There's never just give me that and we're good. No, it's never that. It is never that. And now, to my people that love firearms, we got to admit something is not right when it comes to the schools. Now, there's two sides of that argument. People go, firearms are the problem. The other side goes, mental health is a problem. The people that say mental health is a problem love firearms, but they ain't doing shit about mental health. Right? And the ones that saying firearms are a problem be the first ones to say, don't talk shit about people with mental health problems. What? It's nonsensical. None of this makes sense. Nobody makes sense. I don't know if it's me. Nobody makes sense. But you know what? I probably don't make sense either. You know why?
Doing this more than you.
Doing what
You
more
ain't
than
got-
me? Come on, chill out.
You
bro.
ain't got the
Kanye,
answers. You
relax.
ain't got the
Bro,
answers.
Maybe I don't. I'm just talking shit off the top. But the thing is, like I said, afford a couple grand a year. Let me bring that back a couple bars. Let me remember them. I have the right to self-defense. It's the principle, man. Okay, cool. Don't arm the principle, man. Afford a couple grand a year, your kid's safe. If not, a couple grand buys a burial place. I have the right to self-defense. That's on principle. And everybody's like, some are yelling, arm the teachers. Other people like, that's not what they signed up for. I don't think they signed up for that either. They're supposed to be teaching our kids in a loving environment. Right? But what, you want them to be in a classroom with bazookas? When they put up metal detectors in the hood, everybody was like, we're living in a police state. All of us were like, that's crazy. Our kids are going to school and there's armed security guards. I walk down the hallway, it feels like jail in the hood. My kids got to walk through metal detectors and blah, blah, blah. But you know what? There ain't no mass shootings there. Now, ready? This is a caution. To anybody who's sensitive, pause this in 3, 2, 1. My opinion is, you know why there's no mass shootings in the hood? Because when we got a problem, we go after the one we got the fucking problem with. Collateral damage, ooh, we don't want that. But we don't give a fuck about the whole school. I got beef with this one person, and that one person is it. Other people, non-hoods, it's indiscriminate. They just going out there and popping who they could pop. And we're back. 3, 2, 1. Right? So, people like metal detectors, this and that and that. But how much do we value our kids? They get, like I said, they leave the house and follow a black suit. Hop in the black whip. They're all carrying black shit. Armed security guard. The people telling me that I can't have a firearm, their kids don't go to school where my kids go to. Or your kids. They don't do that. They don't do that. So they telling me I can't. But their life is sheltered. And they're telling me I can't. Okay, cool. Pay for my kids' schooling then. Let my kids go to school where your kids go to school. And then we'll maybe concede to some of your ideas and some of your thoughts on how we could reform this. But we value our kids enough. Think about how much we value them. Police don't run up in the joint, right? There ain't no security in there. Go to Camden, Patterson, Newark, Compton. Check what they schools look like. But then go to other schools and they're like, you know, they wouldn't do that here. It's not a problem here. Come on, man. Doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. But it goes back to mental health and firearms. That's the only issue. That's the only two things people argue about when something like this happens. Firearms, mental health. Mental health, firearms. It's never the broad subjects. It's never broad subjects as it should be. Not only are those two really important, but there's everything else. First of all, the curriculum is trash in school. Teachers don't get paid enough. Now we want them to carry firearms? Bananas. But, cool. Don't make it a prison, right? But in return, have some type of security. Have something. This is wild. They're innocent kids. What are we doing? So okay, that's that. But now it comes down to the other side. It's a back and forth. Like I said, I don't lean left. I don't lean right. I'll tell you right now, I feel that I have the right to carry and bear arms. And I love it. I have the right to freedom of speech. I sound super right though, right? But guess what? I feel like a woman has the right to choose to do with her body. I'm not a woman. I don't know who the fuck am I to tell her this and that? Bro, that's not my problem. Is there a level of birth that you want to go to a little like, yo, you're getting a little too far in the term for you to just say, I want to not do it, right? That's a moral issue. But at the end of the day, I'm not a woman. I can't get pregnant. So why do the people in power feel that they have the right to say what a woman has the right to do with her body? Isn't there a such thing as separation from church and state? We lost that. Like maybe we did, I don't even know, right? It's just wild. But that's another episode as far as that. I just said that to say I don't lean left or right. I do what I feel is right for me and my family and my peoples and future generations. On some Native Americans, they said, and they believe in 7 generations. You make a move now. You live your life now and you fight for shit now to make a difference 7 generations from now. Not your kids, not your grandkids, 7 generations from now. You got to look ahead that far to preserve your people. So that's how I'm thinking of shit. So I don't know. Like I said.
Doing this more than you.
Doing what
You
more
ain't
than
got.
me? Come on, chill out.
You
bro.
ain't got the answers.
Kanye,
You
relax.
ain't got the
Bro,
answers.
I don't know. I don't have the answers. But I have ideas. I have opinions. And we all need to come together and sit down and talk in a way. I wanted to have somebody on here that loves firearms. Then I also wanted to have somebody that was against firearms. But I want a civil conversation. I don't want people talking over each other. I don't want people thinking this is a goddamn CNN Fox News show where you're like 2 minutes to talk and then brought to you by this commercial and we're back. And then you're done. No. We could sit here for 5 hours. I edit my own shit. Don't worry. We'll edit in bathroom breaks. We'll do whatever. You want to roll up. You want to have a drink. You want to take a break, breathe, go outside, come back. We could do all that. But I need it to be civil. And do not cut somebody off until they're done. Let everybody express themselves. And also try to understand. Play devil's advocate. That is something that is super hard to do. But I would love to have that conversation on air. Right? But I don't think it could be done personally. People are too steadfast. That's the problem. I don't know. I'm truly lost for a concept of how we move forward. Other than everybody feel what they feel is right. And either we're going to end up in the same cyclone of ideas, just in a whirlwind of thoughts, going back and forth, up and down, change the temperature, and then end up in the same situation. Or it'll be something different, right? I don't know. But I think if we do not protect our rights as Americans, this is America, bro. If we do not protect our rights, slowly but surely, this will not be America again. And I don't care what right you believe in or don't believe in. This will not be that. And that is not going to be a good look as the country that I love, right? Yeah, it's dark. Yeah, it got blood on its hands. Everybody does. We're human. Since the time of caves, I always say that it's a broken record. It's in our DNA, right? Just technology is making it seem a little different from when we were throwing stones at everybody. And now we're on Twitter. What the fuck? Trying to manage life at scale with the internet. This is wild, right? But we have to recognize what it is, and we have to be careful and preserve a way of life that is free. Read Revolutionary Suicide by Huey P. Newton. Might not be your cup of tea, but I suggest you read it. Also, Live from Death Row by Mumia Abdul-Jabbar. All these books changed my perspective, right? We have to remain free. Free from oppression, free from stress, free from the economic struggle, free from an asshole boss, free from an Amber Heard, free from a Harvey Weinstein, free from negativity, free from pressure. We need to be free. And whatever preserves my freedom, I'm all for it. I am willing to sit at a table. If I had a magic wand, I would love to sit at a table and work this out on a calm, cool way. And that is the problem. People cannot do it as humans. And we need to. We need to figure out a way to keep this going on an even level, an even playing field for everybody, which ain't gonna happen. Because there's money, there's power. Where there's power, there's money. Where there's money, there's ego. When there's ego, there's power. And where there's, see what I'm saying? It's a whirlwind. But for us, everybody that is out there arguing on Twitter, pro this, anti that, pro this, anti that, we're arguing on Twitter on our lunch breaks. I'm not arguing. I don't got time for that. I have a healthy discussion, but I'm not fucking arguing with anybody. Anybody got time for that, right? But there's people arguing on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, on their lunch break, on the way to work, on the way home from work, and they're feeding their kids, and they're on the internet. But we're arguing about shit that people who have no concern with what we're doing with our lives, they don't give a shit. Like I said, they're on their G4 jets. They're getting driven around in black whips with security. They don't give a shit, but we out here arguing with each other like they care. That's the problem. So, did somebody just send me some funny stuff? Oh, I can't wait to get on this Johnny Depp Amber Heard, not to go on a little tangent. Today is the first Johnny Depp won his defamation trial. And all I'm going to say is, until the next episode where I touch on that, hashtag believe all men. Why not? Believe all women. Believe all men. It's equal though. No? Anyway, I digress. I've already been going on for like 30 minutes. I'm going to let y'all go. I love y'all. Thank you for rocking with me. Hit that subscribe button. You know what I mean? Show some love. Let the algorithm know what it is. It's free speech here, baby. It's AWOL podcast, son. But, yeah. All I'm going to say is we need to come to the table. I probably didn't say everything I wanted to say because, like I said, I do these off the top. I ain't worried about nothing. I don't listen back to them other than a quick edit. So I might, this time, so I'm like, damn, I forgot to bring that point up. Right? But free speech, baby. This is all fun. So yeah. We need to come to the table. I love my firearms. I'm sorry, I do. But guess what? I feel like I love the thought of life. A child should not lose their life in school either. So now tell me what is fair or not. I don't know. I don't have the answers. but I have temporary solutions or ideas that we could all sit down and politic with. But is that even going to happen? So we need to figure something out. But I think the foundation should be love, should be humanity, should be sensible, easy flowing conversations. I know we're tribal by nature, but I guess in conversations and to figure stuff out, we kind of got to put our tribes to the side. That's tough, but I think that's what has to happen. Will it? I don't know. But like I said, it's all love, man. This is heavy. We just got to do better. Everybody got to do better. I don't know. We just got to do better. All around. And I can't pinpoint what it is. I can't really. We just have to do better. Whatever better is. But better got to be better than this. Damn, that sounded like a bar. But it got to be better than this. Hopefully y'all ain't down. My bad if I brought y'all down, but this is just thoughts. And yeah, so don't judge. Be careful of what side you pick. Because if you go too hard in the paint, you're going to be stuck there. And then you look like a fool later. So just be malleable. You know what I mean? Play devil's advocate. You don't got to say it to the world, but play devil's advocate in your own mind, in your own house. And just, freestyle with it. See what it's like. Argue something that you believe in wholeheartedly on the other side and see if you can. Just see if you can. If you can't, it's hard to prove your point. If you can't see the other side, I got to see where they're coming from. Even though I don't believe in them, I like to see where they're coming from. Just so when they hit me with some flim-flam, I'm like, I already thought about that, bro. Here's the answer. On that one, I got the answer, Sway. So, anyway, I don't know. Let's just do better. I love y'all. I'm going to go chef something up to eat. And, hit that subscribe button. I love y'all. AWOL podcast. Follow the social media. Hit the like button. Leave your comments below. Yeah, man. I love y'all. I'm out of here. Peace.